Hello, everybody. This is gonna be water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces reading for the next, I would say, week after you get to see this message. All right, we are in Libra season officially, fall equinox. It's a lot of balancing going on out here. So let's see how this affects your communication and the way that you act towards people. All right. Don't forget, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with everybody, but it will definitely resonate with somebody. So let's see what messages Spirit has for my water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces people. All right. I'm going to start here with the vice versa tarot, and we'll see where we go from there. All right. I'm trying to steer clear of offering that, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to read with that and this, because sometimes I get into the reading and it just doesn't feel right to switch tarot or the opposite. Sometimes, it's a different tarot than what I originally said I would use, whatever. So, all right, first card out, Five of Cups from your inner self. Oh, listen, this is all about finding you. All right. This is no longer like, we know from knowing what this card is that he's looking at the three spilled cups, right? Ignoring the fact that you got two full cups next to you and you see the red rose behind them. All about, don't ignore the obvious. All right. Just don't turn a blind eye to what you think was the best for you, because what's best for you is literally right in front of your face. If you stop long enough to stop wallowing on self-pity and really just pay attention, everything you're looking for is right in front of your damn face right now. All right. Then we have Mr. Wounded Warrior, the Nine of Wands. Okay, but this time you see how his defense, like his wall is up, but he's away from the wall, right? He's ready to face whatever's coming. Like, he's learned his lessons. The sky is nice and orange, think of the sun, blessings. This is a matter of you're learning your life lessons. Yes, you're wounded. Yeah, you've been through shit and back. Life has put you through the ringer, but you're ready to say, come on, what's next? I'm ready. Okay, so that whole self-pity, wallowing in, oh my God, I'm the victim mentality, you're getting out of that mindset and finally just moving forward and being like, you know what, fuck it, it happened, I'm over it, here it is. Now that doesn't mean, like I said, that you haven't learned your lesson. You've learned your lesson, you got it, but you're ready to go forward. All right. Five of Pentacles, that feeling of being left out, like you're dealing with things all on your own, but at the end of the day, you're not a beggar. Ooh, look what card fell right on top of that. The Two of Cups, another Lover's card. Ooh, Spirit really has a lot to say to you guys, because in my other reading, these cards were not talking. They like you. Okay. All right. Couldn't keep track of the order, so we're just going to put the story together. All right. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Death. But, after death comes the rebirth. All right. You learn your lessons. Like I said before, you see the girl dancing in the background, the sun, the towers. Everything's kind of like falling together. It's time to rejoice. So whatever the hell you went through that put you in this mindset of a victim, all right, it's time to, well, these are actually really good cards. It's time to just let it go. Let it go. All right. So you have the Two of Swords, the card of, indecision, mental turmoil, confusion, not knowing which way to go. Should I go left? Should I go right? Goes right along with the Five of Cups. All right. But then you have the Two of Pentacles, the card of managing what's going on. All right. The card of knowing how to keep things going in the air, which go right along with the Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior. You're ready to get up. You're ready to do what you feel you need to do to get to where you need to get to. Now here in the Five of Pentacles, he's depicted, as more clearly as a beggar. His hands, stretched out. He's just sitting there, like you can see the lights on inside. And he's just outside like, dude, like, I'm over here suffering, doing whatever. But the tide is turning, all right? You have the death card for your inner self, like I said before, where things are starting to really look up and up, where you've learned your lessons, where the gifts of life are being presented to you. The transformation is, it's right there. The lotus, and I can't tell what other flower that is. I just don't know the name of it. But anyway, you have the skull, you got the crow, you got the magic potion, from the magician. You got the dancing. I believe she's from, I don't remember if it's temperance or star. I don't know. I think the star card is blonde. But anyway, just in general, like the rejoice, when things, something always has to end in order for something new to begin. And then you have the Ace of Wands, all right? So this is all about new beginnings, creative, passionate new beginnings. If it's a new relationship, good day. Let me just leave it like that. And see, here's the Star card, all right? She's offering you, I forget what they call this, but, you either have the egg of knowledge, and then the other bowl of, like, I don't know what that is, some kind of whatever, but I believe it symbolizes, like you have options, and they're good options because you learn your lessons, you've taken the time to heal, to do what it is that you need to do, and call it a day. Oh no, this is the moon. But look at this. You see the towers, right? This is the right side of the moon, all right? Water signs. And I called it the star because that's the same girl. But anyway, whatever. I sometimes, that happens to me every now and then. And I might see a card and see it as something different because of what intuitively I pick up on. And I will continue with that storyline, just a disclaimer, because that's what I feel needs to be said. And when it needs to be, I'll correct myself. I'll say this is that card or whatever it is. But as I call it like I see it, okay? So I know cards, if you Google certain meanings, they do have certain meanings. But there's some intuitive things that happen that a lot of people are not aware of, right? But yeah, that's pretty cool. And you have the Magician, all right, from your inner self. And here's that same flower, all right? And it's funny because on this side, the only thing that you see is the chalice, which is all about love, the infinity symbol. You're making things happen, okay? So you're shedding light onto your situation. You're really, really taking the time to look within, to let bygones be bygones and move on. Remember this Two of Cups fell right above the Nine of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. So whatever you got going, and look at this, you have the Knight of Pentacles, which, to me, he's the peace offering, knight. And because he's got his back turned, it's like you're making peace with the world. You're making peace with those things around you. You're making peace with life, with what you've been through, which brings you then to the Ten of Pentacles, all about fulfillment. You got the couple, the happy family, the being able to provide, that they're just feeling like overall your check boxes are all like check, 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 like with the one person. And these feelings are coming about very quickly, okay, with the Eight of Wands, all right? You have Pegasus, you have Lightning, which is all about knowledge. So whatever you were mourning in the beginning of the read, whatever you were confused about, you found a way out of it. Yes, you had your moment, but you're moving away from that. And you acknowledge, reminiscing, okay, Six of Cups. You acknowledge where you've been. You acknowledge the person that, put you where you are. You definitely think of them, but you're able to communicate what it is that you truly want. You know what it is that you want. You know how to get from point A to point B without needing or depending on anybody to get it done. All right. And then here we come, Judgment. Truth be told, you know what it is that needs to happen. Okay. You really do. And Judgment represents change, growth, rebuilding, releasing, truth, okay? So it's a change that must be made, it's what wasn't, it's about to be realized. Like whatever you felt was missing, whatever truth you felt wasn't known, it's about to be known. Things are about to go down. That's how I see it. But again, you end up with the Two of Cups, that balance, you know. You got the snakes coming from the cups. You really do know what it is that needs to happen, and it's just gonna happen. And that's really all that it boils down to be. You are taking yourself in a journey where you're really figuring out what makes things happen. It's like you find what's the 80-20 balance. You really find that balance in your relationship, and it's makes it all worth it at the end. It's all about balance right now. We're in Libra season anyway. All right, so I'm gonna call that the read. And like I said, I hope it helps somebody. It's not gonna help everybody. If it's not your reading, don't make it biggie. And I shall see you on the other side. Peace.